y'all doing today? Welcome back in here. PGA Pub Hub, baby. We're back. We're doing a little memorial this week, guys. Going to the Memorial Jacks tournament. But shout out to everyone here. Pub Sports Radio for putting this on, as always. You will be here every Monday, guys. No shortage here of golf picks, golf talk, overview, you name it. We got it. Myself and Connor Mack. We're going to always bring you guys the heat. We're going to go over last week's event, actually. Charles Schwab. Connor, you want to go over what happened there? I was golfing, so I don't got as much insight on this one.
Well, yeah, Sam Burns played unreal last round of golf. I talked about it. He just quietly got out to 5 under on that front, hung on even par on the back. I even think he bogeyed like 11. He parred his way in, and then obviously the playoff hole was phenomenal. That course was playing tough, even though it's not long, especially the last 4 holes. You're just hitting iron off tees and most of those, but they all came back on Sunday. The numbers just kind of dropped, and I got my ass kicked. This is the worst week of the year for me. I didn't hit nothing. Yeah, so I got burned.
You guys know we had Chris Kirk there. Unfortunately, couldn't have gone 5 under. He was tied 4 under with about 6 other guys. So chopped that up, made about 6 units there. Had a couple top 20s, top 30s we hit there with. Let me just go to the recap really quickly here. We had Kevin Na top 20, Kirk top 20. We also hit Long top 40. So we had a couple winners there. Could have been a little bit better, but hey, guys, we started off the season so damn hot. I think we hit like 4 or 5 of the first 7 events. So we're kind of coming back down to earth, guys. If it's kind of like horse racing, though, you win one of these at 60, 50 to 1, you're laughing. Shout out to everyone in the chat there. Monday golf swingers. That's one way to put it there, Regu. We're looking forward to this week, the Memorial Jacks tournament. This is a $12 million purse too, guys. This isn't one of the cheap events. This is a cream of the crop, same as you'd see almost at a major. So $12 million purse. Dublin, Ohio. We're going up north here. Next week's going to be at the Canadian Open, Connor. I'll be at that one right in downtown Toronto. So should be really good. You got a stacked field there. JT, Scheffler, DJ, Rory, Cam Smith. So shout out to all the Canadians there. Get to this Canadian Open. First time since 2019. But going back here to the Memorial, guys, Jacks tournament, par 72, 7,500 yards. It's on the longer end too, Connor. This isn't, just kind of punch it out there. This is, you better have a good iron stick for the most part, because if you don't, guys, it's going to be a tough second shot. We say second shot every single week. I like how I got the full screen. That's nice. We say second shot every single week, but this is going to be major second shot. Greens in regulation last year for Cantlay was 77%. Looking at what the following year was John Rahm, he won that event. But, Connor, you know what happened to John Rahm the following year. He tested positive for the COVID, guys. Unfortunately, the evil COVID got John Rahm, and Cantlay kind of just ran away with it. Cantlay's going for 3-time champion, though, guys. This guy won the event also before Rahm in 2020, back in 2019. He's a huge fan of Jack Nicklaus, Patrick Cantlay, one of his favorite events of the year. Before that, we had DeChambeau, had a strong showing at this event. And then Jason Duffner, old Duff man, who's had a strong career back in the early 2010s, late 2010s. So
he loves this golf course.
Yeah,
be on the lookout for him.
He does. Another one going really down the road, but PGA Championship, guys, next year. He won that Oak Hill event in Rochester. So he's a guy he's got a lot of pedigree, this guy, Jason Duffner. Looking at the grass type, though, guys, it's going to be similar to what you've seen the last 3 or 4 weeks. Charles Schwab, PGA Championship. Pretty much, what was it, Connor? I think the last 3 or 4 events. I'm missing another one there. But I can tell you guys, you want to be looking at stats for putting the last 3 weeks for the most part, because you're going back to bent grass. A lot of slope, a lot of dips and dives. This makes the PGA Championship, in my opinion, the one at Southern Hills, look kind of a minor compared to the dips and dives here, guys. Just going to pull up the golf course. You're right in the forest here. It's, for the most part, it's a tree line golf course. You got rivers going through you got lake, little ponds. The greens are going to be running really quick. Course is going to have a little fire, they said, this year. Speeds are going to go back to the traditional zip. So you're going to probably see him running about 13, 12 and a half this week, which is really quick. So it's hard to say, but you want guys that are good with right away. I can tell you one golfer, guys, is Leishman. I know Leishman loves quick greens. Mark Leishman, he was also at this event back in 2013. Him and Adam Scott did quite well in the President's Cup. 2013 when they were at this event at Murfield Village. Leishman, he's not on my card, Connor, but I think it's such a quick, these are really quick greens. So guys like Connor's right away, I'm a little nervous for him. There's a lot of turn, a lot of dip. The greens too are they're not turtle greens, guys, but you're going to have a lot of heavy rough, Connor, heavy rough, brother. Like if you're not in the fairway here, good luck trying to hit the green. If they're running these really firm and fast, they're pretty small greens. And the rough is going to be really penile. You're going to be in trouble if you're in the rough the whole tournament. So it's I'm looking at the holes here, guys. Like it's brutal. Like some of them, they're really just precise. Jack made this like a real second shot master of a golf course. The par threes, two guys are all playing about 200 yards, except for number 12. That's 180, but they all play over par. The only holes that are playing under par are the par fives, buddy. You're going to want to take advantage of the par fives there, Connor, because if you don't, the par fours all play over par. Every single one of them, 490, 459. They're on the longer end. You got a couple that are under 300, a couple that are under 400 yards. But for the most part, you're looking at deep par fours. They're all playing over par. It's the par fives, guys, 547, 592, 588, 561, all playing under par. So you have to take advantage of the par five scoring here because there's not going to be many more birdies to be had at this course. ARG Masterclass, you're going to have to be really strong around the greens. And that approach shot from about 150 to 200, Connor, I think that's going to be really key. That's going to be the second shot for most of these golfers, even on the par threes. So that's what I'm looking at for an overview. You got anything there, brother?
Yeah, this is a second shot golf course. Very fair. I mean, I think it's just birdies to be had, like you talked about in the par fives. But you hit it right or left of the tree line in that rough, you will be penalized. And it should be good. This is always Tiger. He's won here, 8 or 9 times. And then lately, I talked about Cantlay, Rahm, long hitters, top players in the world have played well here. So I like it. And we have some other guys we will get through that have had success here too. And you've already mentioned a couple of them, or one of them at least.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just looking at this hole number 11 here, 588 par 5. You got a creek running pretty much through the hole, all the way through the hole. And the green is just sloping kind of downhill, left to right. The around the green, you got heavy rough. So if you are chipping it, you're going to have to be a master class around the green. So Cameron Smith, Jordan Spieth, a couple of those guys, the only thing would be is if you're a little wayward off the tee, Spieth's been looking really good. But you got to have a really strong second, third shot. As much as off the tee is going to be important, you can't put yourself behind a tree or because the tree line is definitely there. Find the fairway, be comfortable with your second shot. That's what's going to win you here, I think, buddy. Moving on, though, let's get to some stats. Distance off the tee, I think that's going to be important when you get a golf course, 7,500 yards. Cameron Champ, Rory McIlroy, Rahm, Vegas, Young, List, Zalatoris, Scott, Woodland, Fowler, Mitchell, Alexander, and Neiman, all 308 yards average or higher. Approach, these are guys that are the closest to the hole. They're average closest to the hole from 175 to 200 yards. Hoagie's the best at 26 feet from the hole on average. Hovland second, Alexander, Kitayama, Smith, Answer, Fowler, Lowry, Van Rooyen, Neesmith, Svensson, Glover, Rahm, Straka, Bradley, and Wise. Some guys that are strong on the approach because it's a long course, right? So I don't want to say you want to focus too much on that 175 to 200, Connor, but for the most part, when you've got holes that are 490, 459, 455, 472, 485, 480, if you hit 300, guys, you're going to have 180 coming back in. So you're going to have long approach shots coming into this golf course. So right away, I think those approach stats I just listed off are quite important. Rough around the green, I talked about it. This is nasty rough around the green. If you get a bad lie, good night, Irene. You're going to be in deep trouble. There is bunkers that are to be played, but the rough is the main part I think we're going to want to focus on here. So scrambling, rough around the green, scrambling. Fitzpatrick's number 1, 73%. Spieth number 2, Sungjae M number 3, Kuchar, Straka, Lowry, Hoagie, Pereira, Hovland, surprisingly, Wise, Herbert, and Berger are all strong. saving pars around the green when they're in the rough. So that's also, I think, going to be an important stat. That's just this year too, guys. So you don't want to take too much into that, but that is very important there. Some names you're used to seeing there: Spieth, even Fitzpatrick, Hoagie. Though Hoagie's came up a couple times there. I'm going to get to him in the 6-pack. Number 1 in approach. He's up here in rough around the green, deep off the tee for the most part. Tom Hoagie sandwich. We'll get to him in a moment. You got anything, Connor? I'm going to get into top performers here at Murfield Village.
Get into it, brother.
All right, let's do it, guys. Cantlay here, probably number 1 in this whole field. First place, T32, T7, first and fourth. Morikawa, also very strong. What's going on, Preston? Appreciate tuning in, my guy. Shout out to Preston in Wisconsin's finest, as we like to say. Reed, Homa, also guys that perform quite well here. Reed is a guy that's starting to play better too, Connor. I don't know if you want to take too much into consideration. It's been one event for Patrick Reed, but you want to talk about masterclass around the green. Patrick Reed is a definite guy that should be able to save himself, where other guys are going to be making those doubles, triples, and the double triples, guys, they put you out of a tournament. Max Homa, T6 last time at this event. He's playing really good golf, probably one of the hottest golfers at the moment. T13 first, T21, T48, T35 of late, and then T6, like I said last time at this event. Let's start off the 6-pack with this next one here. It's going to be Shane Lowry. I've been going
crack them open.
Let's crack them open here. Get the first one here. Shane Lowry. We're going to Ireland. We're going. It's in Dublin, right? Dublin, Ohio. Maybe this is the Shane Lowry, Dublin, right? Ireland.
Yeah.
Anyways, he was T6 at this event last year. He missed the cut, T39, didn't play, and then T52. He's slowly been getting better. But the big thing for me with Shane Lowry, guys, is how well he's played. Next to Max Homa, Shane Lowry's saying, "Hold my beer, mate." Not mate. They don't say that in Ireland. T23, 13th, 3rd, and T35. This guy's just itching. And you're wearing the all green too. So I think this is good vibes. Dublin, Ohio. Shane Lowry, guys. He's 20. What do I got him at? 28-1, I think it is, buddy. So many pages. 25-1 he is right now. Shane Lowry, just a real strong second shot golfer. I'll pull him up right now. It's just his putter. If he can just make some more goddamn putts, that's the one thing that holds Shane back. It's just making more putts. But you want to talk about a guy that gains strokes on the approach, buddy. 2.18, 1.18. Strong approach. Is around the green is decent. And looking at his putting, actually, he's gained strokes since the Honda Classic in every single one of these events. Yeah. This is a guy that's really close, and I've had him before. I just don't want to not have Shane Lowry. So he was the second one I wrote down on my card. The next one we'll get to here. Shane Lowry, guys. We got him at 25-1 outright, 40-1 first round leader. And then top 10, I'm going Shane Lowry plus 275, Connor.
I like it. He's a guy I wrote down. 25-1 is it for me. A lot of other places, he's 25-1 a lot of spots, but I see other places he's around 20-1. Mm-hmm. I wish it was 30, but I think 25 is about the limit. Because if he's under 20-1, to me, the value's kind of gone. But he's played well here in the past. If the putter gets hot, you nailed it all. You ran through it, brother. Yeah,
I appreciate it. Yeah, no, so let's keep rolling here. John Rahm, withdrawal. He probably would have won the back-to-back if he didn't have that withdrawal with COVID. Won it 2020, T27 before that, then didn't play the years 2019, 2018. John Rahm, I don't know what to do with this guy to be. He's probably going to be there. I never take
no
John
consistency.
He's the favorite all the time too, right? Like he's.
Oh yeah.
Johnny Rahm, he could beat us, but I got to see a little more out of John Rahm at the moment. He's known to fine off the tee. When his approach is on, the guy's sticking it within like 10 feet. He's good. I think John Rahm, he's good like that 15 feet and in. You get John Rahm in these long putts. If his approach is off a bit, his game starts to slowly fall apart, especially without these greens book, it seems like. So John Rahm isn't on the card. Kuchar along with Reed, guys, I'll be short with these two. They're both going to be a top 20, Matt Kuchar and Patrick Reed. I just think they're steady, Eddie. Kuchar's T32, T39, T13 at this event. Going back 5 years, he's been T34, T12, T49, T3, T2 in his last 5 events as well. So he's made the cut in his last 5. He's playing good golf right now, Connor. Matt Kuchar, I don't see any reason why not to have Kuchar. I don't think he's going to win, but he's a guy that's just playing really steady golf. I'm going to pull him up here really quickly, actually, because I don't want to ramble on something I'm not too sure about. Matt Kuchar here, he's around the green has been really strong, really strong around the green putting. Surprisingly, like for the older guy there, his off the tee could be a little bit better, but I don't think that's going to be as much as we're saying you can't be in the rough. It just is around the green and putting, Connor. I think that's going to be enough to keep him in the mix. So top 20 on that guy. Number 1, this is my favorite golfer probably in this whole field this week, Connor. It's going to be our boy Alexander Schauffele, guys. This guy's playing really well. He's another one that's itching to win compared to all these other guys that have won and how good this guy is. Alexander, guys, T11 at Murfield Village. Last time out, T13, T14, T14. He's been top 20 in his last 4 goes at this event. He was T13, T5 first, missed the cut, T35 in his last 5 events. So he's been top 20 in his last 3. He's a guy that likes this golf course approach. He's a strong approach golfer. Deep off the tee as well. Flat stick for them. He's just an all-around, just solid golfer. Oh, there goes the phone. Sorry about that, guys. Approached the last 2 events there, plus 1.07. Only spot he had a bit of a hiccup at was the Masters, missing the cut. But other than that, guys, this guy's what bad can you say about Alexander there, Connor? Do you got anything bad to say about him? Because I don't.
Yeah, he just needs to win. You know, at this point, he just needs to win a major, and I don't want him at this price. But good luck. You know, I like the guy. I just at this price, I don't want him.
Yeah, no, this is a numbers thing. What I did, guys, I capped the card, looked at all the numbers. Alexander jumped off the screen, and to be honest, you know, T13 at the PGA, he's been putting well. His approach is strong. Everything about this guy, he can win. And some of these guys that haven't won in a bit, like look at JT coming out of the reins. He finally got that win. It's been a while. Alexander, it's a win. He, like I said, he got the better ball one in the Zurich Classic with Cantlay, but he needs to get that individual one, and I think he's going to be close. Could very well be this week. So 22 to 1. I got this guy at. He's definitely a lot lower at some other books, but Alexander Schauffele, guys, probably my favorite golfer on this card. He's also T10 plus 240 and out our first round leader 33 to 1, Connor. Let's keep it rolling here. Adam Scott could do well here. T16. Holy, this phone just keeps on running. Do you want to just take over just for a sec there, Connor?
Yeah, just get it. Real quick, Myron, is he, like the fantasy side of it, I see the lines up for the regular pricing for top 5, 10, 20s.
DK will be released like 1 o'clock or something tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it was late Monday or early Tuesday they get released.
I've seen it at 1 o'clock on Tuesday, and then I've seen it closer to midnight on Monday night. So.
Monday night. Yeah, that's what I thought. So, good question, though. Go ahead, man.
All right, let's rock and roll. Sorry about that. I got that on mute. Fucking telemarketers. I don't know what's going on. I never answer them. Adam Scott, interesting play here. His number, I think, is right here, Connor. I think his number, what do we have him at here? Adam Scott, 66 to 1 here I'm seeing out of Bovada. So his number isn't too bad for his course history. Missed the cut, T32, T48, T9 in his last 5 events. Interesting play here. I'm not too sure what to do with Adam Scott, to be honest, guys. I'm not fading him. I'm not taking him. Just not on the card. Rory McIlroy, he's going to be playing a lot of golf coming up. He's also going to be playing up in Canada. Then he's also going to be going to the U.S. Open. So I don't know what to do with really Rory as well. I know he plays strong up in Canada. He's also going to be defending his belt up there. So, Rory's not going to be on my card. DeChambeau, strong at this event, but hasn't played in a while. Ricky Fowler, T11, T22, T14, T8 at Murfield Village in his last 5 events. So,
Yeah.
Right away, Ricky Fowler could be a sneaky play there. T23, T21, his last 2 events. That's been on the right surface you want to be seeing too. So Ricky Fowler could be interesting, maybe top 20, top 30 play. Eric Van Rooyen, not going to be on the card. Guy that is going to be on my card for a top 30, Connor, is Lucas Herbert. He was T18 at this event last year, and then he's been T13 just last week, T18 a couple weeks before that. Deep off the tee. He's just a guy I think that's going to take advantage of his distance off the tee. I'm going to pull him up here really quickly here. Old Lucas Herbert. This guy's a a tall drink of water, as they say, Connor, out of Australia. 26 years old here, off the tee. Could be a little bit better, actually, of late, but actually, Lucas Herbert's putting has been what's been keeping him in these events. T13 at the PGA, plus 2.27 on the bent grass. Going to be a very similar putting surface you're going to see at the PGA here with a lot of slope. Charles Schwab, he was T48. His approach could be a little bit better. So I only have him T30, guys. I got that at, what do I have it at? Plus 210, I believe. Plus 225, top 30 for Lucas Herbert. I don't mind that. I think is around the green, similar to Matt Kuchar, and his putting should get him through this golf course. Another guy here. What are we at here? Spieth, Jordan Spieth. Nothing bad to say about him. He's just not going to be on my card. He's playing really good golf. Likes this golf course. He fits the mold. Not going to be in my card. You're probably going to hear a lot about him on other shows. Maybe even our guy Connor will talk about him. But Jordan Spieth, just not going to take him. The guy's very up and down. He could be right there. He can miss the cut. I'm going to stay off Mr. Spieth here. Victor Hovland, T13, missed the cut. This guy's around the greens, not good enough. If he gets in the rough, I'm not going to be taking Victor Hovland. Norlander's done all right at this event, not on the card. Matsuyama, Connor, he's going to be in some matchup bets for me. I don't know what to do with this guy, but I can tell you guys, his approach has been just filthy of late. Like, I'm talking real good. Other than last week, it was minus 0.13. You have to go all the way back to the Shriners to find this guy negative strokes on his approach. Same with really around the green. He's only lost 2 events. He's lost strokes around the green dating back to the Shriners. This is a guy, Matsuyama. He's won 2 events already this year at the Zozo, which was on bent grass as well. Look out for Matsuyama. He's not on my card. I believe he's 28-1, Connor. Matchup bets, though, check me out there, guys. I'll have some matchup bets. Probably I'll try and get them out Wednesday there. I know last week I didn't have any, just wasn't feeling the card. But this week we'll definitely have some matchup bets, and you guys can find Matsuyama. I think he's going to be a strong player. He's not even in top 20 here, Connor, but the more I think about it, the more I think Matsuyama. He fits the mold. If you guys want to talk about Jason Duffner, Jason Duffner was plus 2.7 strokes on his approach back in 2017. He gained like nothing on the putting surfaces. His approach was just that good. And I'm looking at Matsuyama. His approach has just been really, really good for this guy. Like, he's a guy like that fits the bill. So I do like that one. Looking at the comments there, one of our guys here, Myron, what's going on, Myron? DK hasn't released the pricing yet. Interesting, very interesting. Tom Hoagie, top 10 plus 275 on DK. Dude's been rolling the rock and striking it in the past month. Definitely agree with that. You know what? Let me just put a little mark there and cut that off. And let's go right to Tom Hoagie. He's the last one on my card here, Connor. I've already got to 2 of them, guys. That's been Shane Lowry and Alexander Schauffele, 25 and 22-1. Last one on the card, I actually had Ty Hatton, but he's not in this event. So we replaced it with Tom Hoagie, 110-1, Connor. Like our guy's saying here, he's playing, if he doesn't miss the cut, he's been T9 at the PGA and T17 at the Byron Nelson. That's both on the right surfaces of greens. He's a guy that lingers. First-round leader, I really like that one as well. He's 110-1 outright. He's 80-1 first-round leader. I'm taking him top 20 there. Myron, his mistake there. Sorry, plus 275. Yeah, I have plus 333 at one of my books there. So shop around. I do think Tom Hoagie is going to be there, Connor. He's got distance off the tee. I was talking about his approach earlier. It's really strong from 175 to 200. Good around the green numbers. Tom Hoagie, he seems to do really well early too, guys. So make sure you get that first round leader also on Tom Hoagie's sandwich there. Pull out the Hoagies because I think they're going to be hot this week, Connor.
Yeah, hey, I like the guy. I've already had him. He's cashed for me multiple times this year, top 20. He just did at the PGA. Yep. So I don't mind the play at all.
I think that's a really good course comparison. Really, they had that creek running through the course. You got a lot of undulation on the greens, quick greens too. It's on bent grass. Just you're going up to Ohio. Or actually, let's go over this really quickly, guys. The weather. It's going to be a little bit cooler here, Connor, this week. 65 Fahrenheit the first 2 days, 69, then 72. For all you Canadians, that's 18 Celsius the first 2 days, then going up to 20 and 22. The winds won't be much, 7 miles per hour, 8, 6, and 8. So it's really the weather's not going to be too much of a factor. The ball won't travel maybe as far in the first couple of days there, 65 Fahrenheit, but the last 2 days there's going to be sunny, partly cloudy, so no real weather concerns there. Moving on there, so we've gone over 3 of our cans there in the 6-pack there. We pulled out 3 cans. First can had Lowry on it, second Xander, and the third had Tom Hoagie Sandwich. Number 4 here, let's go to old who do we want to go to here? Let's go to Billy Horschel. Billy Ho, guys. Coming up to Billy Horschel here. He's been 67th last year, T13, T7, T9. Take away that 67th last year. He's been top 20 3 years before that, Connor. He won an event, too, I remember, back over in the European Tour swing. And it was a course very similar to this, just with a lot of creeks running through, deep course. He ended up winning it, too, in a nasty approach shot. This guy's got the balls to win it. Billy Horschel. He's a bit of a hothead, fun to watch on the golf course. Past few events, 68th, 2nd, T21, 43rd, T9. He's been right there in a couple events. Second place too. 2 events ago for Billy Horschel. So don't be surprised if he's right there. The number's right too, Connor. Billy Horschel, he's 60-1. That's a friendly number on Billy Horschel, who's done well at this event in the past. I'll bring him up really quickly here, but Horschel, he's starting to play a lot. He's playing compared to what he was like 3 years ago. I remember I didn't talk or really hear much about Billy Horschel. Now you look at him, second at the best ball, 68th at the PGA. Just his approach was a little off. But dating back, T9, second place at the Arnold Palmer, T6 at the Phoenix. And then let me just go back one more year here. The Memorial there. Yeah, he didn't have a good event in 2021. But in the Memorial, when he was T13, he was plus 1.0 strokes on the putting surface. It comes down to his putter, really. His approach was decent enough. It's funny. You can win it 2 ways here, really. I would rather have the strong approach than the rely on your putter and you're around the green, because eventually it's going to break down. So I still think Billy Horschel, guys, his approach could be a little bit better, but his course history, his really just Billy Horschel. Yeah, his approach could be a bit. That'd be the only thing, Connor, would be his approach there. If it's a little bit off, then we'll see. It could be a bad pick, but I still think Billy Horschel here, guys. His distance, his accuracy is strong. And I think he's got a shot. 60-1. The number's right.
Yeah, I have him written down. He's not enough. I have top 10 or 20. I was looking at him. The top 20s, 160 or around there. I don't know if that's good enough. So, and I don't know if I want to pull the trigger on him to win, but top 10 maybe. He's a guy that's already written down for me on here. Yep.
Yeah, he's made the cut the last 4 times at this event, and 3 of the 4 he was in the top 20. So Despite some of his stats being a little bit off, he still scored quite well here. And I like what I've seen from old Billy Ho there. So Billy Ho, 4th on the 6-pack. Number 5, let's go to we're going overseas here. We're going to Korea, guys. We're going to Siwoo Kim, T9 at this event last year, T18, 64, T41, T29. This guy's number, guys, is what is it? It's 80-1 on Siwoo Kim. Sneaky play here, I believe, on Siwoo. His last few events, I actually don't have them. Let me pull it up really quickly here from Siwoo Kim, but he's a guy that he's T60, missed the cut, T37, T42, T39 on Siwoo Kim. What do you think of Siwoo Kim there, Connor?
Yeah, I have him written down as well. Not playing the best right now, but tie for 9th last year, tie for 18th the year before, has played here well. And he's a guy, though, you can't go off of, I always like to go golfers playing well, but he's a guy, he'll make the cut, miss a cut, bear like you say, and he's made these cuts, but he hasn't, 39th, 54th, but all of a sudden he'll win a golf tournament, or he'll be right there, and he's done it time in, already these last 3 or 4 years.
And I completely agree. And I'm just looking at some of his stats here. The strongest part of Siwoo's game, where he gains the most amount of strokes, is on his approach. When his approach is on, that's when he does really well, and that's what you want at a course like this. Just needs to get that putter going. It's been a little bit up and down of late, but strong around the green. Temperament, just keep her in play. There's Siwoo. It's funny, I got Billy Horschel and Siwoo, and I was almost going to take Ty Hatton. I must be crazy. That'd have been 3. Just imagine those 3 on on a group there. Siwoo Kim, Billy Horschel, and Ty Hatton. But Siwoo Kim, guys, I do like this play on him. The number's right, 80-1. First round leader. We also got Mr. Siwoo Kim at 75-1. Connor, let's keep her going here, brother. We're already at 2:00 here, so I'm gonna have to run in just a few. My last one on the card is gonna be Sungjae Im, guys. Sungjae Im. We're staying in Korea. Sungjae Im. He's missed the cut at this event the last few years, but the game for Sungjae right now is right, Connor. Charles Schwab, T15, T14, T21, T8, T35. Excuse me. I think Siwoo Kim right now, he's got a great shot. Do you got anything on Siwoo Kim?
Yep, I have him listed. I don't know how I'm going to play him like I always do on Monday. I got about 15 to 20 guys, and I'm going to hack some, maybe bring a few more in. But
you say hack some? Oh, okay, hack some.
Yeah, hack them out, axe them, whatever.
Put a line through them.
Put a line through them.
That's it. Yeah, so looking at it on the approach here, guys, from Siwoo Kim, he's lost strokes at the Honda, the Sony Open. Other than that, gaining a lot of strokes off the tee on his approach. Putter just comes down to his putter. That's why he didn't win the Charles Schwab and the RBC Heritage, really. He was actually minus 0.9, 0.6 strokes on the putting surface. Masters, though, 1.01. Very similar surface you're going to see here at the Murfield Village. So I like seeing that. He was T8 at the Masters. Siwoo Kim, guys, no reason not to take him. He also missed out in the PGA Championship. This is a golfer itching to win. Shriners, I'm just seeing here too, guys. Shriners, he gained 1.44 strokes on a bent grass style green as well, which he won this year. That's a really good stat to see. Siwoo Kim, or sorry, not Siwoo Kim. We have Siwoo Kim, but Sungjae Im, he's at 40-1, I believe. Is it 40-1? No, 41-1 actually. 41. We'll take every little odd dollar we can get there. 41-1. Sungjae Im, guys, 45-1 on the first round leader, and I also have him, Connor, top 10 plus 375. I'd love to go over a little bit more there, guys, but I'm running a little bit short for time. Anyone else really? Fitzpatrick, Bezadenhout, Neiman, Day, Woodland, Leishman, Wise, some other guys I had written down. But I'll go over my picks here really quickly, Connor. I'll let you finish it up. All right, guys, let's rock and roll. Shane Lowry, we're bringing off the Irishman here. We're wearing all green. Maybe that's good vibes. I think it is good vibes. 25-1, guys. Shane Lowry should have a good chance this week at the Memorial. Love his approach. Also 40-1 first-round leader and plus 275 top 10. Number 2, Xander Schauffele, 22-1 right now. Shop around for that number. I know it's going down. Great stats at this event. Really like this guy. Probably my favorite golfer at this event. First round leader is going to be 33-1, and top 10 is plus 240. Number 3, Billy Horschel, 65-1. I think Billy's just got the grit. He's won an event, like I said, back at the European Tour that I think is very similar to this event, and he's been top 20 in 3 of his last 4 events. So Billy Horschel, 65-1. He's next on the card. Also 60-1 first round leader, and we have Billy Horschel plus 550. There's a nice juicy number, top 10 for you guys. Number 4 here, Sungjae Im, 41-1. Probably should have put him first before Horschel, but Sungjae Im, guys, 41-1. Real strong approach. Like I just said, won the Shriners on a real, not similar course, but same putting surfaces. That's what I like to see, and did really well at the Masters T8 just a couple events ago. So this guy's itching to win again. Sungjae Im, guys, we got him 41-1 to win, 45-1 first round leader, and Sungjae Im plus 375 top 10. Last one here, we got 2 more. Siwoo Kim, 80-1. Siwoo Kim, 75-1 first round leader, Connor, and Siwoo Kim top 20 plus 275. Let me take a breath here. Tom Hoagie, plus 110-1 to win this event. That's our long shot on the board there. Tom Hoagie sandwich. Hoagie, 80-1 first round leader. I like that. And Hoagie, top 20 plus 333. Couple more first round leaders for you guys. Leishman, 60-1. Reed, 55-1. Reed and Leishman both top 20 plus 210, 250. Answer top 20 plus 250. And top 30s, we have Herbert and Keith Mitchell plus 225 and 200, Connor. I'll have some matchup bets for you guys. That's all I got. Connor, take it over. We'll see you guys next week for the Canadian Open. We're so wired for that. I can't wait for that, guys. I should be a good time. Till then, be good. Love y'all. Peace.
There he is. Gogster, Canadian's finest. Later, brother. There he is. Man, Gogster can just nail it down with all these guys. Talking. B-Win, what's up? Gerardo. Cool, Prince. Ant, for sure. Hit me up later today. Real quick, this has been the Rom Cantlay show the last 3 or 4 years. Those guys, it's either one of them to win. Rom was going to win again, and, the whole COVID thing. He went down. Patrick Reed, I think he's playing well. I don't know if I take this guy to win, but I like it. Siwoo Kim, we just went through. I already had this guy circled because he's played so well here in the past. Adam Scott as well. Can't back these numbers here. One guy, I don't know what we're going to get. He hasn't played too well, and then when he's played well, he's fallen off, which is Jason Day. Just has great numbers here. The last 6 years, he's been phenomenal at this course. Max Homa was a guy I've listed. That Gogster went down. Ricky Fowler, I don't know if I can get there with Ricky Fowler. Top three. I'm just not there yet for this game. His game's coming around a little bit, but I just can't do it. And he's played this golf course really, really good. But I think I'm gonna have to wait a little longer with Ricky. I wanted to touch on last week's guys real quick. Let me get to the end of these. Streelman, another guy that's played well, playing better golf lately, but he's played well here when I was going through all the notes. Horschel, he mentioned that, but I just don't love his price unless you're taking him to win or top 10. And a guy who's finally playing good golf, Big Show, Tony Finau, and he's played really, really well here. I think he could be a good price this week finally. A guy who's choked for me this year that I've used a few times, and I know he doesn't win, so he'd be probably a top 5, top 10. But I think he's a look. And he mentioned it, Duffner, just a great record here, even though his golf game's fallen off the map. I'd say the last 2 or 3 years, he's always at the bottom. And Abby Barnrat, I don't even want to mention his first name. I know the last name. He's played really, really good golf here, maybe a top 30 or 40. His numbers are great at this golf course, so I loved it. I'll throw it to you in 1 second, Show. Let's just talk about the Schwab here. The Schwab. Brendan Todd, tied for 22nd. Done decent here at this course. Played well last week. Davis Riley, someone mentioned in the chat. I think Myron, guy's been playing good golf. Scott Stallings, always a guy that a number that I would like. All these guys sucked because I love these guys that didn't come through. No, ended up getting a backdoor top 10, but I didn't have a ton of money on it. Mito Pereira, I talked about him. Good bounce back for him. It didn't fall apart, coming up the next week. There's Spieth. He's Spieth. I think you need more than 25 to 1. And I see in some spots he's, 22 or 23. That's about as low as I go. Pat Perez had a pretty good tournament. Fell down on Sunday, but good job for my old man, Pat. At M. Putnam, we talked about Hoagie, Chris Kirk, just some guys playing decent golf lately that I think to look at, because that's how I gauge off how guys are playing. And then I go through course history, and then I'll go through approach, all that stuff as well. Kind of get everything together when I make my plays. But hit me with what you're looking at, Show.
So far the only thing that I've considered, I like Cam Smith at 18 to 1. I wish it was 22.
I don't blame you.
I wish it was 22 to 23 to 1.
Yeah.
I like what Gogster was saying about Mark Leishman. And he had a top 10, I think, on Answer at 66. I think it's worth a little bit of a shot here. And my long shot is probably going to end up being Cam Champ. I don't know what it is that I've seen. I can't remember exactly what I seen last night in it, stat-wise, but I like Cam Champ at 125.
That guy is – I've never seen a golf – well, you see it in Siwoo Kim. They showed the last 2 years this guy either he's just on or he just misses the cut. It's just like miscut, and then he'll have a win or a top 5. And he's even done that this year because he hasn't played great golf. Except for that 1 or 2 tournament that they don't. That's it.
I don't think he's going to end up winning it, but he's been golfing well when he does golf well. So a top 10, top 20 is pretty liable, and I think it's like plus 500 for a top 20 or something.
The numbers definitely down there, and I'm going to try to find. I always try to find the prices here because I'm just not a guy that wants to take plus 150 or something on a top 20. I mean, it's got to be bank for me there. That's what we were kind of talking about, Horschel. The price just might not be there for me. But that is it. Anything else you want to touch on? I'm always excited we go through this Monday because I get everything together, and then the next 2 days I can get to crunch it down. But
I might have a little bit more on the Wednesday show. If I do, I'll pop on with you on the Wednesday show. But that's all I really got. This is my first looks at it. Draftkings will come out. When that comes out, I'll be able to fine tune it a little more because that's what I use. I trust Draftkings and FanDuel. to try to get
no doubt.
to try to get their players right that they're putting out there, and that's what I use for the analytics side.
Definitely. I love it. Yeah, I was just looking at Fitzpatrick 2 years ago had a good turn. The kid's just not ready to win. When I look out there, I don't know. He's going to win in the U.S. I don't know, win. We touched Shane Lowry. Don't mind it. I just want a little more than 25. I guess that'd be about the limit.
Who could come back on 7 strokes on Sunday? That's, I guess, who we got to look at.
Just wait till Sunday, I guess. And, I bet you that won't happen. For that to happen in back-to-back weeks is insane, because usually that just happens a couple times a year.
Yeah, so 7 strokes is a lot, man. It's hard to look at it on Sunday and be like, all right.
Everyone's.
I was looking at like the -7, -8, -6, maybe. No way I was.
Yeah.
No way.
No.
Down to -2.
Me too. Burns was not even on the radar.
At 100 to 1. Like, come on.
Yeah. God damn. But that is it. You got anything else?
No, sir.
Real quick, just shout out to the chat. Appreciate you guys. Hit the like button, and we will be back, like Joe said, on Wednesday with prize picks. It a shitty week there, too. And it was tough this week, not only prize picks, but I think it was right there, and just all the golfers I kind of left out just didn't come through, or they made the cut and stuff, but no, I didn't get a top 20. I said that backdoor top 10 with Knob, and I didn't have a ton of money on it.
I thought it was going to be like -14, -15, -16 last week, and it ended up being, -9?
Golf course played tough.
Yeah.
Tough on Sunday, too. Like, everyone fell back of the pack.
Yeah, think of how tough it's got to be for Scheffler to lose a 9-shot lead.
Man.
The best golfer in the world lost a 9-shot lead.
Dude, yesterday, he just didn't have it. Like, he made some great putts to save par there at the end, or he would have already been out. Yeah,
so that's all he had.
Yeah, he was off the tee. He just was not. He did not have his A game. He was playing with a C- game, maybe.
Comes up
there yesterday
on the playoff hole. He's about 30 yards shorter than.
Yeah, and then Burns with that putt though. How great was that? Just beautiful. That's how you nail it. Yeah.
Shout out to Burns. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to Connor Mack and Gogster. Wrap her up.
Definitely. Let's get out of here. We will see you Wednesday. Prize Picks Golf. We'll maybe touch on a little more stuff. Join us in the chat. Always hit me up with questions, either on Twitter or on the Wednesday show. There he is, Willie Beeman. Get it, my guy, Willie Beeman. But that's it. We'll see you Wednesday at 5 o'clock for Prize Picks. And that is it. We are out of here, baby. We be pumping! Peace!